This video explores JavaScript class inheritance, a core concept in object-oriented programming. We will be looking at how to create a class-based inheritance model using the prototype chain mechanism, and also how to use modern ES6 plus syntax with best practices and patterns. The extends keyword is used to create a class that inherits properties and methods from another class. It establishes a prototype chain between parent and child classes, which allows the child class to add new properties and methods of its own. This promotes code reusability and helps in creating hierarchical relationships between different classes. Here we have an example of a parent class called vehicle and a child class called car that extends the vehicle class. The car class inherits the properties and methods from the vehicle class and can also define its own methods. The super keyword is used in constructors to call the parent class's constructor. This must be done before using the this keyword in the constructor. It's important to initialize the parent class's properties. Super.method name can be used to call the parent class's version of a method from within the child class. There are a few rules to keep in mind when using super. First, super must be called before accessing this. Second, it can only be used in the derived class constructors. And third, super.method can be used in any method. In this example, we have the shape class as the parent and the circle class as the child. The super keyword can be used with spread operator to forward properties while adding or modifying values. This example demonstrates how to forward the properties while creating a button class by extending the component class. Also, super can be used with async await for asynchronous method inheritance, and can also be used with optional chaining to safely call methods that might not exist in parent. Method overriding allows a child class to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already defined in the parent class. The child class method takes precedence over the parent class's method when called on an instance of the child class. We can use the super keyword to call the parent class method if needed. In this diagram, we can see how the getInfo method in the child class overrides the parent class method. In the code example, we can see how we can access both the overridden method from the child and the original method from the parent by using the super keyword. Abstract classes are used to define a common interface and shared behavior for related classes. They cannot be instantiated directly, but must be extended by other classes. They also force implementation of methods by the child classes. Abstract classes are enforced by runtime checks that ensure proper implementation and prevent direct instantiation. In this example, we have a shape class which has a constructor preventing direct instantiation. The calculate area method is also set to throw an error if not implemented by the child classes. Abstract classes follow the template method pattern, where they define a skeleton algorithm and let subclasses override specific steps. Underscore prefixes are used to indicate internal methods that must be implemented by the child classes. Abstract classes can maintain shared state while delegating specific implementations to the child classes. Here in this example, we have an abstract database connection class that uses these patterns. Composition and inheritance are two different approaches for code reuse. Inheritance creates a is-a relationship between classes, while composition creates a has-a relationship. Design principles favor composition over inheritance because it provides more flexibility and reduces coupling. Here we can see that inheritance uses the extends keyword and creates a hierarchical relationship between animal, bird, and duck classes, while composition creates object with independent modules. Composition offers a flexible architecture, allowing you to mix and match behaviors as needed, avoiding rigid inheritance hierarchies. It promotes code reusability by sharing behavior without creating deep inheritance chains, and making individual components easier to test in isolation. It also improves encapsulation by keeping implementation details hidden within composed objects. In this example, we see how a service class combines logging, validation, and serialization behavior through composition. The prototype chain is a mechanism in JavaScript that enables inheritance. Each object has an internal link to another object called its prototype. When a property is accessed on an object, JavaScript first checks if it exists on the object itself. If not, it looks up the prototype chain. The chain continues until the property is found or the end of the chain is reached. In this diagram, we can see the prototype chain from my dog to dog's prototype to animal's prototype to object's prototype. The code example shows how we can access properties from each level of the prototype chain using my dog instance. The prototype chain's property lookup searches the object's own properties first, then traverses up the prototype chain until the property is found. Object.create establishes prototype links without running the constructor. It's always necessary to restore the constructor property after changing the prototype. Method resolution is done dynamically, which allows method overriding and inheritance. This code example shows the manual setup of the prototype chain, which is handled automatically by classes. When using inheritance, it's best to keep the inheritance simple by limiting the depth to 2 or 3 levels. Use composition for complex behaviors. Use small focus mixins over large complex ones. You should avoid deep hierarchies because they are hard to maintain and understand. Also beware of tight coupling. Excessive inheritance creates tight coupling between classes. In JavaScript, multiple inheritance can be achieved through mixins by using object-assign to apply mixins to a class prototype as shown in the example. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.